Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. My name is Nichelle Desautels, and I am an educator with the Wella company. I'm coming live from you today from Wella Canada West, and I'm so excited to be here, and thank you, Wella Canada West, for having me. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the long-awaited Color Fresh masks. So for those of you that are on the Wella Global Facebook page or follow any of our social media, I'm sure you've seen these. They've been all over the internet as they got released in the UK well before they came here. And if I had $1 for every time somebody asked, when are we getting those masks, I'd probably be rich by now. So I'm really excited to let you guys know that the wait is now over. They are here. I've had them in my hands for the last month or so and got to work with them. And I'm really, really excited for you guys to try them yourselves. So what are the Color Fresh masks? They are colored conditioners that come in a variety of colors, and they are true semi-permanent. So what that means is they go onto the hair with no use of develop or anything like that. They're very user-friendly, and they're going to slowly fade out of the hair. So the more we shampoo our hair or our clients shampoo their hair, the more it's going to fade out. So that's really, really nice. They do fade on tone, which is wonderful. So you're not going to get any weird off tones as they fade out of the hair. But they kind of just fade to a lighter version of themselves. So we have a wide variety of shades. So anything from our more bold shades, which is going to be our red, our blue, our pink, even our copper glow. And then anything from kind of our more natural shades. So you can see this is the full lineup that we have here. So we've got a wide range of colors that we can use. So really the ways I like to use these is there's kind of one or two ways. They originally were kind of created to be retail products for our clients. So this is a really great product to retail to our clients if they want to kind of try a color at home, or if they need to keep a color fresh at home. Say we have a client that has copper hair and we all know that copper just fades out of the hair, then we can send them home with our nice copper glow to kind of keep that color nice and vibrant and bright. So there's tons of options here. I personally really like these, especially this time of year, because we get a lot of clients that want to go a little bit darker or try something different for fall. And this is a nice kind of temporary way to have them try that out without having to use a demi-permanent or permanent hair color and then at risk having to lift that out later, right? So this has been really fun to kind of play with. I am going to show you a little bit of a demo today. And as I'm doing that demo, we'll kind of talk about the different services. So I'm going to move this very carefully out of the way so I don't knock everything out of the way or knock everything over. All right, so this is the mannequin that I'm going to be working on today. Now, Color Fresh masks, yes, they were kind of created to be retail to clients, but that doesn't mean we can't do them as in-salon services as well. There's a couple of different ways. You can use them kind of creatively in a way that your client couldn't potentially mimic it at home. Or you could use it in a way that as like a gloss or glaze over top of your toner, just to add a little kick of some other kind of color or something and make something very unique. And then that service also supports them maybe buying it as a retail as well, right? So say I did my toning service and then I wanted to do a quick kind of caramel glaze Color Fresh mask on it, just to add a little kick of color, and then there we go, I can now retail that to my client. So by using it on the back bar and using it as an add-on service on your colors, it's a great way to kind of support it as a retail product. But today, I'm going to be using it creatively. So this is my sectioning pattern that I have here today. So anybody that's seen live from me knows I love circles. So here I have a circle kind of right where the crown is. And then I have another circle around that hitting just kind of behind about 1 inch back from the hairline. And then I have my last kind of section around the hairline there. I'm going to be working using 2 different colors, and I've chosen to use a color harmony for this. So if you don't know what a color harmony is, definitely look them up. There's a ton out there, but essentially color harmonies are a way we can use our color wheel to kind of choose colors that are going to complement each other or really bounce off each other well to make things pop. So there's tons of different color harmonies out there. Today I'm going to be using a complementary color harmony. So that's 2 different colors that sit opposite to each other on the color wheel. And when you do that, it really makes them pop against each other. So this is a really cool way to use them. I have a finished mannequin to show you guys. So I will get kind of started here. The two colors I've chosen to use, and I'll just pull them out for you guys to see, is my golden gloss. And then I'm using my lilac frost. So essentially my gold and my violet sitting up opposite of the color wheel. So these are really gonna pop against each other, which will be really quite nice. Now I'm gonna start with my golden gloss, and I'm just gonna show you guys it in the bowl. So you can see it's a color conditioner. It's quite conditioning, but I find it's not too heavy, which is really nice. And it's got a really great consistency. When you're using it creatively, you can see it's not moving around in my bowl too much. So it's gonna stay where I kind of put it. Okay. Now you can choose to apply wet or dry, always keeping in mind that damp towel dried hair is always going to be a little bit more diluted or softer, and using it on dry hair is going to be a little bit more pigmented. Okay. I'm choosing to do dry hair today, mostly just because this mannequin has been through the ringer, and trying to work with her hair wet would be quite a nightmare. But when I did it on my finished mannequin, I did apply it on damp hair, so full disclosure. So today I'm going to be using my actual Color ID spatula. The reason why I chose to use this is I don't like to waste product, especially such an awesome product like the Color Fresh masks. So by using this, all the product that I put on this brush is going to go onto the hair. I found when I was working with a brush before, a lot of the product gets kind of lost in the brush. So this was my solution. Okay. All right. So starting with my golden gloss, I'm going to work on this front section of the hair. Okay. And really, I'm just trying to get that product on there. And then I'm going to take a comb and comb through. And I just realized I forgot my comb, so bear with me 1 second. So I'm just going to be using a wide tooth comb to kind of help me comb through this product. Now, if I was using this in the shower, or if I was talking about this product with clients, I would definitely recommend using a comb or having them bring a comb into the shower and they use it, just to make sure we're getting an even distribution of color, because nobody wants to have splotchy hair, right? So you can see it goes quite nice into the hair, quite evenly into the hair. We've got good saturation. I didn't have to use too much of my product here, and I've got that section fully saturated that I first grabbed, okay? And then I'm just using my comb just to make sure I've evenly distributed that, and then I'll just kind of twist it out of the way. Okay. And I'll just continue to work down this section. So, I mean, you know, this is great for tons of different services in the salon. You could do this as a quick kind of overlay for somebody that wants to try color maybe for the first time, maybe somebody that wants to try something different, or a different tone, but they're a little unsure and don't want to commit yet. I think these are going to be great kind of retail products for the Christmas season coming up. I know it's hard to believe we are already talking about Christmas. And I really like it for this time of year because we get a lot of people asking for fall tones. So in this case, I'm taking a level 9 kind of blonde mannequin down to kind of a more softer fall tone without having to use a demi-permanent color like Color Touch or having to use a permanent color. I'm just going to clean up her face because I don't want to stain my mannequin here. There we go. So there's that front section there, and I'll continue this through the back section here as well. Okay. So what I really like about using circles and crescents and this kind of application is it gives you some really interesting pops of color, and it's also following the natural head shape, right? So, you know, you're not going to get any awkward sections that look out of place. It's really following the natural head shape, and we're going to get a nice kind of fall of color and pops of color. Okay. It's always hard working with that short hair at the back there. So I'm using some of the more natural shades, the Golden Gloss and then the Lilac Frost. I mean, the Lilac Frost is really great to use even correctively because it's got that nice violet base to it. But in this case, I'm using it a little bit more creatively. Okay. So I'm going to do half the head here just so I'm not doing this forever. So you can see there's my first section with the Golden Gloss. So you can see, I'll bring her in so you guys can see, it's already quite pigmented, but it's spread on the hair quite nicely. I didn't have to fight it too much, which is great. Now I'm going to take my next section down and I'm going to work my second color, which is my Lilac Frost. So you can see in the bowl there, that nice purple tone to it. Again, I'm using a spatula, again, because I just don't want to waste my product. I want to make sure all the product that I have in my bowl is getting right onto the hair. And it's got a really great consistency to work with it this way. It's not too runny. The product stays where I put it, so I'm not too worried about any bleeding onto other sections or anything like that. Okay. One thing I've noticed when I've been using this in the shower is really making sure I am combing it through to make sure I'm getting even saturation everywhere. So I'll kind of shampoo my hair and then wring it out a little bit and then put my Color Fresh mask of choice on and then start combing it through just to make sure I've got good saturation throughout. And then I will leave it on for up to 10 minutes. So these can be on for up to 10 minutes. Really, I mean, if we're using these in our shower, 10 minutes is a long time to just be standing around. But in the salon, we can always set our clients back at the bowl or back at our chair and have these sit for the full 10 minutes. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to continue around this section here, making sure I comb through and keep that product nice and evenly distributed. I do find these quite conditioning, but they're, like I said before, they're not too heavy or overpowering. So even on fine hair, they're just quite nice. Okay. And I do find they fade out quite beautifully. So I don't find they fade out off tone. I don't feel like I need to keep it fresh as it fades out because it actually does fade out into some nice colors. I've been using the Chocolate Touch on my hair and I love it. And I also have used the Rose Blaze, which I'm going to show you guys today. Okay. So there is my second section there. So I've done the Lilac Frost just in that second circle section that I have. And then my last top section there will be again the Golden Gloss. So, I mean, you could work 3 colors here. I personally like doing 2. So I did my Golden Gloss, my Lilac Frost, and then I'll finish again with my Golden Gloss. Okay. And what's going to happen is as I kind of put this hair down, they're all going to kind of pop off each other because I've done a complementary color harmony. Okay. I'm going to stop there because nobody likes to sit and watch someone applying color for forever. So you can see even that Lilac Frost, you can really see how pigmented it is, and it's quite beautiful. Okay. All right. So for my finished mannequin, I did those 2 formulas on another mannequin so you guys can see. All right, so this is my finished mannequin. So So you can see here, I'm just gonna bring her closer. You can see here that lilac frost really pops off that golden gloss. So having a warm color against a cool really causes it to pop off and adds a really interesting color combination to the hair. Also, this was done on a level 9 mannequin that had a root melt on it. So, you know, you can see it's taken her down to like a quite gorgeous fall color, right? You can see that lilac frost popping off there. And this is going to be something that's going to slowly wash out the more she shampoos her hair. So, you know, we're talking it's maybe going to last 10 to 20 shampoos, really depending on porosity and all those kinds of things. But it's really quite a gorgeous color. And, you know, this is a great way to bring your clients down for fall without having to commit to having to lift it out or lighten it out later, right? So for somebody that wants to try something different for fall but isn't quite sure, would be a great in-salon service for them, okay? And this is something they wouldn't be able to replicate at home, okay? We've got lots of beautiful shine in there. See back there, you can see the cool colors popping off the warm colors in the back. Okay, I quite love this color. All right. So for our more bold colors, I wanted to show you guys what those look like as well. So this is the Rose Blaze, okay? So I first thought when I put the Rose Blaze out of the tube that it was gonna be super hyper pigmented. I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna turn this mannequin bright pink. But it actually is quite a beautiful color. So this was done on a level 6 mannequin that had level 9 highlights. She's actually an old Brazilian Illuminage. And you can see here, it's taken to the highlights and the base color a little bit differently. So I'm gonna bring her in. So now you can see we've got like a nice, beautiful pink sheen to the level 6. And then we've got this nice, beautiful rose peachy color on the blonde ends. So this would be great for anybody that wants to try pink or anything like that, or that kind of rosy color but isn't quite sure, because this is going to slowly fade out of the hair just like all the other ones. Okay, so it really shows you how you can do something, say, a little bit more natural looking to something a little bit more bold with our Rose Blaze. So you really do have a ton of different options, a ton of different color combos that you can do, and it's going to be a great add-on service or retail product in all our salons, because I do feel like this is something clients have been asking for. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining today. It is a short and sweet live. If you guys ever have any questions, you can always feel free to DM me at The Hair Niche, or you can DM us at Wella Canada West and we will get back to you with any of your questions. I hope you enjoyed the live, and if you want to rewatch any of this, it will be saved to our IGTV, so you can go and rewatch it. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.